Welcome to the No Matter What podcast. My name's Rafa.
And my name is Sina.
We're here again.
Round two.
Take two.
Season 1, episode 1.
Let's see how this one goes. So what's up, Sina? How you doing?
Good, man.
How was your day today?
Long, stressful, you know? Other than that, I'm humbled and I'm grateful.
And I am too. I've been trying to get this interview for you going for a minute now.
Come on. Closing of season 1.
You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get there, man. You know what I'm saying? We got bigger and better things coming in season 2.
Yeah.
But so for you, how was life prior to getting clean?
Do you want a disease aspect or like a recovering individual aspect?
I want the disease first.
It was amazing. You know, like
you're like me. We had fun.
Yeah,
yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I had so much fun. You know, the getting in means of wanting more, right? Like the chasing after the substance, right? Like it wasn't more of like the getting high, it was the more of the
preparation to get it.
Yes, like prepping to get high.
Mm-hmm.
Like find out who has money, find a ride, go wait at the dope man's house.
The means to get more,
yeah. Go wait at the dope man's house for like 8 hours, you know what I mean? And then once you get it, it's like that sigh of relief of like, yeah. You know?
It's funny you say that because that's exactly like I always tell a lot of people, like, I'm not gonna be that one addict that says it was always bad, it was
100%.
always this. Like, I've had fun.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good times.
100%.
You know, but then it gets to that point where it's progressively getting worse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So touch on that.
You know, man, like you would think a normal individual, right, like would be like, man, I just got caught up. I got my first felony. Like it's time to stop. You know what I mean? And like change my ways of like thinking and behaving. No, man, like I got into multiple arrests after arrests after arrests, and I still felt untouchable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I felt so untouchable, and you know, every single time I would go to jail or prison, like I would call my mom and be like, "Hey, if you bail me out, like I promise I'll change my ways." And as soon as I hit that front door, it's like back to my old ways. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it got to a point, man, like after multiple arrests and warrants and felonies, like it got to a point where I needed something different, right? Like at the end of my using, like I wasn't getting high no longer. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I wanted to commit suicide. I just didn't have the means and balls to fucking put, you know, a gun to my head and pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So at the end, man, like, it was August 18, 17 of 2020, 2016, 2026, 2016, it was me and this girl I used to mess around with, and I was strung out, dope sick, didn't have any fucking money, right? Like I had a car, just didn't have no money, you know, and it was a scandalous move of what I did specifically, and you know, there was this lady parking, you know, gassing up her car at the gas station, and I went and swiped her bag, you know, and I came up on $5,000, man. You know, and as soon as I got that $5,000, it was game over.
Yeah.
Got a hotel room, got so much shit. You know what I mean? Like I had a fucking blast, you know, and on August 17th or like 18th, I get a phone call from my mom, man. And I always pick up my mom's phone, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And, she goes, "What the fuck did you do this time? What did you do?" I'm like, "Nothing. Like I'm in recovery." Like, what? Like I don't know what you're talking about, you know? And she goes, "Turn on the news." And mind you, man, while I was on the phone with her, like I was doing my due.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like as we always do, right? Like I'm not gonna let anyone or anything stop me from doing what I want to do. You know?
Right.
And I turn on the news, and there I am, man, wanted with a reward. And I just like stuck and like froze, and I said, "That's not me, mom." And when it's clearly like it looks just like me, you know what I mean? Like dripping wet, fucking weight.
You did not tell her that's not me.
I swear to God, man.
It wasn't me, mom.
Huh?
That's a twin.
Yeah, that's a twin. I don't know what you're talking about, and
It's AI.
On August 18th, man, like I had my first overdose. And that right there was a eye opener, a game changer. Did I still want to use? Yeah, right. But like I was so afraid of like dying that I wanted to take a break.
So, and previous to that, you already have been introduced
Oh, yeah.
to the 12-step recovery.
Yeah, man.
What introduced you to that before that?
My first,
Because you have been to how many treatments?
a lot, man. Like thousands, like I don't know, like hundreds, or you know what I mean, like close to that, number. And I remember, man, like my first case that I got, caught with. I got a DUI, possession, intent to sell, distribution, right? Like. Let me tell you, man. Like I was in high school, and I was a fucking partier in high school. Like I, you know what I mean, like, and I guess I nodded off and ran a stop sign and T-boned two ladies in a car that were old. And when I got caught up for that, man, my lawyer was like, "Listen, like, I need you to go to treatment." I said, "What the fuck is treatment?" And back then, like, it wasn't like how it is now. Like, there was no detox, residential, PHP, IOP centers. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a halfway house, right? Like no medication, no nothing, and it was just a halfway house, and you would detox on that couch. And once you're done detoxing and going through those withdrawals, you would then get fucking escalated to your room with 5 or 6 other individuals. So I did that, man, and I got introduced to the 12-step fellowship. That 12-step fellowship that I got introduced with, I kind of didn't understand. You know what I mean? It felt like old English to me. But I still did it. I got a sponsor. I went to meetings. I held commitments. I fellowshipped with the other men.
So you were doing it?
Yeah. I was doing it, but I was still living a dirty life, hanging out with the old homies. You know what I mean? Like thinking of robbing and stealing and you know what I mean? Like I was in recovery, but I was still living that dirty life that I previously was living, and it caught up to me. I hung out with the wrong individuals, and one day it just snapped, and I took a hit, and it was game the fuck over. It was game the fuck over, man. And then I constantly went back into treatment because then my mom got introduced to treatment, right? Like she knew about treatment and was like, "Hey, guess where you're going?"
Treatment.
And I'd be like, "Fuck," like.
So what was your first when that lawyer told you, "Hey, you're gonna go to treatment"? Obviously, your first thought was, "What the fuck is treatment?"
Yeah, my first thought was, "What the fuck is treatment?" But my second,
what did you imagine it to be?
I would see commercials. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would see those commercials, right? Like next to the beach and shit like that.
One at the beach.
And I was like, damn, like hell yeah, this shit might be a fucking vacation. You know what I mean? Like a vacation. Like I don't have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? Like, but the treatment center that I got introduced to, like that wasn't it. And it was a humbling experience, man. Like it's still here to this day. And I know the owner. We talk. You know what I mean? Like I still, for those people that were still clean at that same moment that I came in, I communicate with them. I have a conversation. I call them every day. Like, it's not that it doesn't matter where you go to get clean. You know what I mean? Like I can, if I really, 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 really want it, I can get clean on Skid Row
you can.
in a tent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just the perspective and mentality of like wanting to stay clean and wanting to be clean, which I never had. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course it does.
So like when I went to treatment, like I had that mentality. I was like, what, like 18, 17, 16, 17, 18, I want to say. I had that mentality of like, man, like I'm young, man. What the fuck am I doing here? Like with these old, crusty
I mean, my
individuals.
prime. Yeah.
But I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I
Definitely
wasn't.
not.
I definitely, like, now looking at it, like I was not in my fucking prime.
No, we were babies.
100%. And you know what? Still to this day, like I think I'm a,
A baby?
No, prime, in my prime.
Oh.
Season 1, episode 1. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
but
definitely.
it got to a point, man, where in my life, where at the end of my using, like I just wanted something different. I just wanted something different. And like I in the beginning, like I didn't believe in the 12-step fellowship.
No.
I would go to meetings, right? And like people will hug up on each other. I love you and I love you and no, I love you. Be like, listen, motherfucker, I don't know what you guys got going on. I don't want none of it. You know what I mean? Whatever Kool-Aid you guys drinking, that's nice for you guys. Just sign my shit.
Sounded very cultish.
Yeah, just sign my fucking court card.
And let me be on my way.
And let me be. But you know what's crazy? Looking at it now, I could have signed my court card myself. Right?
Oh, yeah.
But like something was attractive, right? Like that plant was, that seed was planted in me, right? And
so touch on that a little bit, because obviously we talked to other people. We talked to a lot of people. What was the attractive part that attracted you? Because there's a part where it says
freedom.
It's attraction rather than promotion.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So touch on that, because to me that is huge. Instead of people promoting it to me, I like seeing it.
Man, I saw people having fun, laughing, without using drugs or substances, having that freedom of like not being trapped in the name of one more.
Did you believe it in the first time you saw people? Yeah, I didn't either.
Man.
That's what I was just talking about that.
No. I was looking at one guy and I was like, man, sure you ain't high?
Yeah,
like,
most definitely. Most definitely. Like I thought everybody was high.
Yeah.
And that's why they were laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, it got to a point where they weren't.
Yeah, man. And now looking at it, like it was a humbling experience for me to go through as many treatment centers that I went through to get that, feedback and get that little, hist of like, oh, like you're a straight fuck up. You need to change. You know what I mean? Did I change after that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 treatment? Fuck no. Because my mentality was that I didn't want to fucking get clean. I didn't give a fuck. Like that's the issue, is that when we're under some substances, I don't give a fuck who I hurt. I don't give a fuck who I harm. As long as I can get one more, I'm okay. Like hurting my family members, the people that love me, right? Like hurting them, harming them, right? In the name of one more.
An old timer used to always tell me, the disease of addiction is the one thing that is going to make you choose them over your
100%.
mother, your father, your family, your kids,
100%.
your significant other, your career, your job.
Yeah.
It's going to make you choose that over that.
Yeah.
And it most definitely did.
100%, man. And my last days, man, and it was a humbling experience, man. When I saw myself on the news, I was like, man, no one's gonna watch the fucking news. No, I ain't gonna get snitched out. You know what I mean?
Sheesh.
But then when I had that overdose, like I called one of my good friends from high school that owned a halfway house. And I was like, hey man, like, here's my insurance, like, please help. And he did what he did. He ran my verification of benefits and was like, you're shot the fuck out. Like your insurance is not gonna fucking auth anything, right? But then at the end, he goes, I see that you really want it. I'll give you a scholarship bet, right? And it was a halfway house. It wasn't a detox center. It was a halfway house. And I said, I didn't even think about it. I said, I'm on my way. You know what I mean? Like, so that start of like my recovery process was like a humbling experience because I went through withdrawing without any medication. So I felt the withdrawals.
About the feelings.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
And at that time I broke up with my girl, and she'll call me every day and I'll be like, yo, leave me the fuck alone. Like, you don't want to get clean, but I fucking do. Um, but like in the back of my head, I was like, I don't want to be clean because I'm doing this to not go to prison, right? Like,
Mhm.
so I stayed clean, man, and like I got my, I humbled myself, man, and I went to a 12-step meeting that I was a home group member of. That I was doing commitments there, high as shit, you know what I mean, nodding off, and like not one of those individuals told me to fucking kick rocks. You know what I mean? Like they told me to keep coming back, you know? And that right there for me was uh like a god shot. Like who the fuck tells someone high to keep coming back? You know what I mean? Like shit, you come to my house, get the fuck out. Right? Like that's how it was, man. And I humbled myself and I went back to that meeting, man, and these two men that knew me saw me, man, and like ran up to me, right? Like ran up to me and like um gave me that welcome, gave me that hug, man. Like I fucking love you and I miss you, And I was like, bro, just fucking leave me the fuck alone.
What do you want?
Let me go sit, yeah, like let me go sit down,
Yeah.
and just try to fucking sleep. Like don't touch me. I'm fucking dope sick. Like my skin is crawling out, right? Like, and I was gonna go sit in the back, and they said, hell the fuck no, you aren't. You're sitting in the front between us because they knew I was a runner. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like when shit gets uncomfortable, we fucking run. We fucking run.
Yep.
And I sat down in the front row between them, and that chip person, was like, "Who here has 0 to 29 days clean?" You know what I mean? And I sunk into my seat, like that shame, that guilt, that fear of people fucking judging me. And I didn't want to get up. I wasn't gonna take a newcomer key tag,
Of course
right?
not.
Like, and these two individuals, I don't know how, like they were synced together, but like they fucking elbowed me, and I just fucking stood up. Don't know what happened. Like I don't know like how I got up, right? Like, but I got up, man, and I took that key tag, man. And that right there was like a humble fucking experience for me. Like talking about it brings chills to me because like if it wasn't for these two men at that moment, like I don't think I'd still be here today. You know?
Oh yeah.
Right? Like shit happens for a reason. God put people in our lives for a reason.
Yes, they do.
And those two individuals were put at that moment in my life to help with my addiction. So I took out newcomer key tag, man, and I kept coming back and I kept coming back. I would go to 7 meetings in a week. I would have fucking 7 commitments a week. And you're laughing, but like
Oh no.
that was my fucking drive.
Yeah. I'm laughing because I know it.
And I started like getting friends, having individuals, right? Like, and I started going to conventions out of state, out of the country, um, and I started like fellowshipping with these individuals. Man, like after a meeting, we would go, to a restaurant and eat and laugh. And like thinking back at it right now is like when I first got into these rooms in that attraction part, that was that attraction. That was that attraction that I was fucking seeking, and I got it. Right. So I got a sponsor. I started doing some steps. I started, taking suggestions. I got 6 months fucking clean, right? Like I felt like I was untouchable, you know? And me and a couple of my of the guys at the halfway house, we were going to a meeting. We were driving to a meeting, and we got pulled over. The cop asked for everyone's ID. Said you can't do that. Here's my ID, and Next thing you know, fucking, I see 4 cop cars coming to the front, 4 cop cars coming to the back, guns drawn out on me, helicopter. And I hopped out of the car. I was like, what the fuck you guys doing? Don't you know that I'm from, I'm in recovery? Like, don't you know that I'm fucking clean now? How dare you guys fuck this up for me? You know what I mean? And here I go back to fucking Twin Towers, MCJ. And it was like a humbling experience, man. Like an individual like myself, fully tatted in a jail cell with other men that are fully tatted, fucking on the phone with my sponsor, fucking crying. What did I do this time, man? Like, man, I'm doing the right thing and like shit just fucks up. You know what I mean? Like, and then when I got bailed out, man, if you guys know, once you get out of that jail, you can go left to go to Skid Row, or you can go right to go to that like fancy like barn restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I was debating, like, fuck, dude, it's over. Like, I'm going to prison now. You know what I mean? Like, I have so many fucking felonies, probation, all that, right? Like I violated my probation. Like, I'm going to fucking prison. I'm done. Like, I'm done. And as soon as like I was about to make that decision, like my sponsee brothers are fucking fools at that time, right? Like I would hear a honking, and I would look up, and all 3 of them hopped out of the car and go, "Get the fuck in the car!" And I was like, "Whoa, bro!" Like another God shot of like, "Yo, you might be, fucked, but hey, you ain't gonna die today." You know what I mean? Like. And we went to a meeting. I had court cases, and usually I don't go to court willingly.
Usually in the back.
Yeah,
you brought in through the back.
Yeah, yes. But like this time, like I had to suit the fuck up and show the fuck up. And I went to court, man. And I went to court. And now, I realized, man, that lady that I robbed was a assistant district attorney of the LAX courthouse. So why I say that, man, is because they were gonna throw the fucking book at me, rip that book apart, throw another book at me, and just be like, "You're fucked. You're shit out of luck," But someone in like the rooms, like I was discussing this and I was sharing this in front of other individuals, and someone was like, "Man, you need to get character letters." So what the fuck is a character letter?
Character reference.
Yeah, man. And I didn't know what the fuck that was, because I thought you guys thought that I was a piece of shit, right? And I got so many character letters. I got a fucking stack this big. And I went to court, and I gave that shit to my lawyer. My lawyer gave it to the judge. And the judge looked at me. He goes, "Man, you got people fucking rooting for you, but I'm not." And as soon as he said that, like I was like, looking at the back to make sure, you know what I mean? That CO, that the fucking, when it's like when the judge says something, like you're about to get arrested because that CO walks up.
You see the CO they start fucking trying to creep in a little by little.
Yeah. And and I was looking and I was like, man, where's the exit? Like maybe I could run out and just say, fuck it, go on a run. But my lawyer had so much faith in me since I was 18 years old, till my last court case, 24 years old, that she pulled her fucking strings, bro. Like she pulled her strings. She went and fucking spoke to her friend DAs, right? And like I know this kid since he was 18. Like drugs took a fucking hold of him. Like that's not who he is. And I guess there was a recess, and he came back with a decision, and the decision was that I have a 5-year probation, 15-year joint suspension, and 360 hours of community labor, not service, labor.
Yeah, clean the freeways.
Which was sick, And I did it. And I took it. You know what I mean? Like, usually when you're getting high, like, they would say taking those deals is a setup. Right? But, like, in the back of my head, like, something was like, yo, like, you're no longer going to get high anymore. This shouldn't be a setup for you. You know what I mean? So I took it. I started fucking doing it. I went to, community service, community labor, and I started, actively like But in the back of my head, like I was like, man, as soon as that probation is done, because they drug test me once a goddamn week, I'm gonna go back out and use.
Because that's what we knew.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna go back out and use. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, that's my mentality. That's my goal. Like I'm just doing this to not go to prison.
That's it.
But even if I was in prison, I'd be still getting high. You know? So I took it. I started doing what I needed to do. I started taking suggestions. I celebrated my fucking year. You know, like first time. That was a big milestone for me. You know what I mean? And I celebrated that year. And like a month after that year, it was 9/10 or something, 9/11 or something. I got into a serious motorcycle accident. Right. I went another bike went head on with me going like 50 miles per hour in the canyons. Didn't feel the impact. I couldn't move from my left side. My whole left side was just fully like not functional. I got airlifted to a hospital in West LA. You know, and I specifically told them not to fucking give me any medication because I was afraid.
Scared the motherfucker.
Because I was afraid, man, that
taste.
You give me that taste, like you're gonna wake up the fucking beast.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wake up that beast, like it was all game over, man. You know?
I will fucking rob this hospital for everything.
Oof. Yeah. Get everyone butt naked on the ground, give me all the medication. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, the doctors had to break my wrist, put it back together, break it, put it back together like 5 or 6 times, you know, and I didn't take any medications after. As soon as I got out of the hospital, I went to a fucking meeting because I needed it, right? Like I truly did fucking need it. And then like that shit went on. I kept on staying clean. And then my probation ended, right? Mm-hmm. My probation ended and I went to see my probation officer and he goes, man, you did a fucking fantastic job. It's a pleasure knowing you. Like, I no longer want to see your face anymore. And that feeling of like wanting to use wasn't there anymore. You know? Like I started working on myself. I started to know like who fucking Sina it really is. You know? And I started like doing shit that helps me better myself out. You know, and I've been off probation for like 6 years now. I'm not afraid if a cop pulls me over. You know, I don't worry about wanting to get high anymore. You know, I met my wife in a meeting of a 12-step meeting. Damn, I'm about to say that shit. In a 12-step meeting, you know, I was a newcomer. She walked in because my addiction takes me to different places in my life, of course. Right? Like sex. Yeah. She walked in and I looked at my sponsor and I said, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of her. I swear to God.
I believe you.
And he slapped me across my head and was like, no, the fuck you aren't.
I believe that too.
She out of your league, you know? And we got married. You know, like the men and women weren't like my old friends. It was people in the 12-step fellowship, right? Like the men that helped me since day one was my best man at my wedding, right? Like everything has to change when you step into recovery. Like I can't hang out with those people, those places, and those things, right? Like I can't associate myself with individuals that don't want the same thing that I want, right? Like if I hang out at the barbershop for way too long, I'm bound to fucking get a haircut.
You're gonna get that haircut.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get it 10 times, you know, and I started like fucking like seeing that attraction. Like I started feeling normal. I started like loving myself. I started gaining those relationships that I've harmed back into my life. You know, like my mom, my brother, you know what I mean? Like I started like fucking being a productive member of society. Because when I was out there ripping and running, like I was a menace to society, and I like that. I loved that name, menace to society, But now, like I'm a productive member of society, right? Like I'm in this, I'm in the industry where I help individuals out, right? That have been there just like how I was, right? Like having that fucking empathy and compassion for these individuals, especially in the new generation with these new generation drugs. You know what I mean? I've been to so many fucking funerals that I can't even count no more, right? Like shit's wild out there. And I'm so grateful I got clean at the time I got clean because if I didn't, I don't think that I would be living still to this day.
So what is your life like today since everything's changed?
Simple.
Simplicity.
I mean, there's this hiccups. Everyone has hiccups, right?
Life
like
on life's terms.
ups and downs.
You know what a old timer once told me, and I love that he put it like this to me in a way. It's like, because you talked about when you got arrested and you had 6 months clean and you were going to a meeting, you know, fellowshipping with the guys, going to a meeting, right? An old timer told me this: we don't work this program of 12 steps of recovery for the good days. We work it for the days that are going to be gray.
100%, man.
And I said, what do you mean by that? And he says, do you think the credit bureau gives a fuck that you have a sponsor? You think that your job cares that you worked all 12 steps?
No.
You think that the cop that pulled you over for speeding is going to care that you are fellowshipping and you're on your way to a meeting? He goes, they do not give two shits about that.
No, absolutely fucking not.
We work on ourselves for those tough days because we're going to have them.
Yeah,
Life on life's terms is a bitch.
Yeah.
We've been through it. You've gone through it.
Yeah.
I've gone through it. You know, and also an old timer told me I am grateful for the dark days in recovery.
100%, man.
And I was like, that sounds stupid as fuck.
No.
I don't want no dark days. And I asked her, why are you grateful for the dark days in recovery? She says, because that teaches me that I can make it through anything. Because obviously people that come to detox facilities and they try to get clean and, you know, they think, oh, just because I didn't, you know, the smallest thing is they turn it into a big thing.
Yeah.
They're just trying to find a reason to go right back out there.
100%.
You know, that's all they want.
This new generation is fucked.
This new generation has no. They have no idea on how it was to get clean back then. Now they got all these, you know, meds that they get to help them, you know, ease the pain.
Which is okay.
Yes.
Right? Like it's okay temporarily, right?
Yes.
Like hold on, let me not say that, right? Like if you choose to take meds that's prescribed to you by a fucking doctor, like go for it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But you cannot be dependent on that specific med that gets you off your specific substance forever. Because once you come off that fucking medication, you're back to square one.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, yeah, I understand that, man. And I completely understand that.
But we didn't get it like that.
Hell no.
Yeah, it was like, you just get a kid, cold turkey.
Fuck yeah. And then after that, the way I got it was like, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. And if I want to hear from the disease, I'll make sure to call on you.
Yeah.
And take the cottage out of your ears.
God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen more and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's just that. But now it's more of like, I'd rather not hurt your fucking feelings.
We're going to
like,
coddle. Yes.
And I think like.
So is that doing a disservice to the newcomers, or is that just helping? Is that just, you know, adapting to the times?
A disservice. I want to say that, and I truly mean that. You know what I mean? Like, I specifically needed that fucking push of like my sponsor telling me to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, who the fuck you talking to? You know what I mean? But it humbled me to like literally, bro. Like, shut the fuck up and fucking listen. Take the cottons out of my ears and place them in my mouth, so I cannot fucking talk. Because the only thing I knew how to do is fucking live life with substances. I never knew how to live life without the use of drugs.
No.
Didn't know what the fuck that meant. Didn't
Yeah.
know what that meant. Drug, like, you want to take drugs off that category? Like, the fuck you are. All I knew how to do is fucking use and use and use.
And steal to use.
Yeah.
And harm to use.
Exactly.
And manipulate to use.
Everything had to include using.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was nothing that I did that did not include me getting high. It's plain and fucking simple.
Go to the market. Okay, hold on. Let me get high. Yeah, let me get high. Go run this errand for me.
Let me get high. You know what I mean? Like,
it's had it at.
Go get my money. Let me get high. You know what I mean? Like, let me get right. You know, and then sure, whatever.
Go buy some diapers.
Hold on, bro.
Let me get high.
Yeah, that's just fucking how it is.
I don't have money for the diapers no more. I fucking smoked it off.
Hold on though. Let me get high.
So I could figure out a way to come up on money.
It's so fucked, man. It's so
like
fucked.
It's just like the fucking
100%.
It's sad. It's sad.
100%, man.
But we are living and breathing
100%
proof that there is another way.
Yeah.
The attraction part that you spoke on. That's what kept me coming back.
Yeah.
The laughing part is what kept me coming back. How do I want to learn how to laugh without being high.
Before I met my wife, man, you know what kept me coming back? Fucking women. Like I said, man, my addiction didn't stop.
So it's something else.
Yeah, it went to something else. And now it's fucking, spending money on shit that I don't fucking need.
So that's good. So it's good that you said that. So let's touch on that. Let's touch on that a little bit. Because we hear it a lot.
Yeah.
Finance and romance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what was it? Obviously, once you met your wife, that switched.
Yeah.
But what was it? Because we're not stupid individuals.
Yeah.
You know the difference between right and wrong.
100%.
What was it for you that made you change your perspective? Because I can tell you what it was for me, right?
Yeah.
So I let you think about it and let it marinate a little bit. Because for me, what it was, an old timer came up to me, right? And he says, man, what do you keep doing with these newcomers that are women that are coming and trying to get clean? And I said, what do you mean? Well, man, I'm trying to get mine.
Yeah.
But hold on. But you're coming to a 12-step recovery to try to change your life, right? Yeah. But what does that mean? That's my answer was, but what does that mean with me not, fucking trying to get mine?
100%.
And he goes, okay, but now think about it like this. Because there was a lot of women that I was in my old area that weren't around no more.
Yeah.
After I did what I did, a lot of them went back out.
Yeah.
So he said, how does it make you feel when this woman that you're doing this with is trying to get her kids back? And because of you, now she's back out there in the street and her kids are lost.
100%, man. And now,
so the guilt, the shame, the all that shit is what ate me alive.
The guilt, the shame, being clean.
Yes.
That's fucked.
Yes.
You know what, man? My sponsor at that time was like, man, you need to fucking stop. He said something along those lines and was like, man, writing your fourth step, being in recovery, having a bunch of shit that you need to work on, that's going to be fucking terrifying. And I had to wake up and understand that, man. I had to wake up and understand that. Like, I was a piece of fuck.
Yeah.
I was a dirtbag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was a dirtbag. And like, that's just that, and nothing I did in my early stages of being fucking clean am I proud of, other than being clean and going to meetings. You know what I mean? Like I didn't, at that moment, like, I didn't want to change my ways. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to change my ways because I was so, like, caught up. Like, I was caught up and my disease was just like, bro, like, it won't hurt. Like, maybe you should hit her up, man. Like, maybe you should hit her up after you hit her up. You know what I mean? Like, it kept on like man, like
one is too many, and 1,000 was never enough.
I kept going and I kept pushing, And it sucks, bro. It does. It does because I'm not gonna say me specifically, but you know, we ran individuals out of the rooms wanting to fucking recover, you know? And that sucks because those individuals might have not made it back into the room, might have went 6 feet under, might have fucking been paralyzed or in a coma, right? Like it's fucked up, looking back at it now, right? Like just in general, like after I worked on myself and I started understanding who Cena really was, like that shit was fucked. That shit was really fucked, and yeah, right now though, man, my life is just simple. Like you mentioned it, right?
Did
Like,
you ever think it would be like that?
fuck no. Because I strive in chaos, right? My life is fucking simple, bro. Like, I go through ups and downs, I go through a lot of fucking no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, um, we created a family, we started a family. Um, my kids fucking mean the world. All four of my fucking kids mean the world to me. Um, we got a house. And last year our house fucking burnt down in the fires. And that shit was devastating for me because like everything that I've created in my recovery was all fucking vanished, right?
And say that part where you're gonna say, because
100%.
I know where you're gonna go with
No,
that
yeah,
part.
and that's yeah. Me and my sponsor, because on January 7th, when we got evacuated, we went to a hotel room on January 8th. Like, they weren't telling us, like, our house burnt down. You know what I mean? Like, they were just saying everything is fine. We're controlling the fire. But they weren't giving, like, locations of, like, where those houses burnt down, right?
So what did you do?
Fucking game mode, like, it's fucking, let's go. On the 8th, I woke up in the morning. I couldn't sleep, actually. Like, I was just, like, because, like, usually this shit happens in California, and, like, we're like, man, let's go to fucking Disneyland.
It's not gonna happen to us.
You know what I mean? Like it won't ever cross that mountain to come to us, And on January 8th, I called my sponsor and I was like, hey, man, what are you doing? Nothing. I just woke up. I was like, I'm going to go do this. I would love for you to come. If you choose not to come, I completely understand. But I need to go get closure.
What did you go do?
I went and saw the house.
So you went in
a burning fucking active zone of fire, like that was still like engulfed. Because the winds were crazy that day. Yeah. It was engulfed, right? Like, and me and my sponsor, man, we went into the fire zone, like the fucking craziest parts, bro. And like going down those streets and like seeing all these houses vanish, and I'm like praying, like, please, bro, like let my house just let me be self-centered for a second. Let me just say, let's just say my house is, you know what I mean? Like, and as soon as we pull up to my house, man, like I see my house burning and right in front of my face, and it just fucking collapses. Right? It collapses. And I call my wife and I'm like, babe, everything that we've built is gone. Is gone. Like, she let me vent. And at the end, she goes, my love, everything that we fucking created is in this hotel room with us. And I needed that, bro. Like when she said that, like I was thinking to myself, like, you self-centered motherfucker. You self-centered, selfish individual. Like, everything that I created is in that hotel room, safe. All the materialistic stuff that I purchased, that I've received, that I've gotten is all gone. That shit could be fucking replaceable. But my kids, my wife, my family, that shit can never fucking be replaceable.
And I love hearing that story for the fact of this. In life, in our journey, because there's a woman that says it's all about the journey.
Yeah.
The way our perspective and things are, to when somebody changes our perspective and thinking into the way that Hollis did right there,
100%, man. 100%. And that's
And now we go a step further.
Mhm.
All that shit that you got, definitely,
Yeah.
it is a horrible thing to go through.
100%.
But the fact that you guys were all safe,
Mhm.
the fact that you guys got all that stuff, you could re-get all that stuff.
1,050%, bro. 1,000,000%. You know, and at that moment, like I was just so caught up.
Of course,
You know,
we're human.
because like I'm not prepared, right? Like when the fire happened, I was like, man, like fuck. I even told my wife, I'm gonna stay back. You guys go, like, let me just stay back. And she goes, fuck that. You're coming with me. You know, and didn't take any clothes, right? And my first piece of clothes, bro, was from my sponsor. I mean, at that moment, at that time, I was a fucking double XL, and he was a fucking larger XL. Like, but I was very grateful. You know, I was very fucking grateful, and it's the people that I have fucking created those relationships with in a 12-step program that suited up and showed up for me when my fucking using buddies did not.
Again,
Again,
because they did in court.
correct,
Now again,
correct.
more
Correct.
of all that is the people in
Yes.
the rooms of
Like
the
they
12 steps.
like they called and they were like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm at a hotel room. I'm picking up the kids." Like, fuck you guys. I'm picking up your kids, taking them out with me, so you, mom and dad, can fucking relax and calm the fuck down.
You get that in the streets?
Hell no. Yeah, you think I'm gonna trust motherfuckers in the streets to give them my kids?
Some people do.
The fuck I do. The fuck I do. My two princesses and two princes. Fuck that, bro.
Some people do.
The
I'm saying
fuck-
when they're getting high.
It's getting to a moment in my
Oh,
life.
you want to pick up the kids? Sure, that's me
Nah,
getting
hell
getting
no.
high alone time.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Right now, in this world, right now, it's getting to a point where I'm even debating on fucking hiring a fucking military security guard for my fucking kids. I ain't giving my kids to no one except for the people that I fucking trust. Like that's just how it is. That's just how it is, you know. And these men and women showed up.
So talk about that a little bit, because you've had a lot of no matter what.
100%.
How do you get through the no matter what?
So this last time, bro, right?
Because you had a no matter what not so long ago.
Yeah. My 3-month-old at that time, daughter, had open heart surgery. That right there was a devastating moment of my life, you know, because like we take a lot of shit negative, right? We it's never positive. It's never like let me like maybe I should have faith, right? Like this is gonna turn out well. You know what I mean? Because all my life, man, like I never had faith. I never had that positive energy. You know what I mean? So my mind takes me to negative in an instant,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
so we would go to like these doctor's appointments, man, and like the doctor would be like, "Does anyone have any questions?" And mom would say her questions, and then he would go and be like, "Dad, you have any questions?" And in the back of my head, I'm like, "Hey, bro, like I don't think you understand or you know like you know who the fuck I am, right? Like if she doesn't make it, you know, you aren't either, right? Like I'd catch, you know what I mean? But like in the back of my head, I would say that, but like my mouth would open up and be like, man, I have faith in you, right? In a day of her fucking surgery, bro, like I didn't sleep for 72 hours. I was shot the fuck out. I was, you know, I was scared, right? Like I was very scared, right? Like, and she went into surgery. You know, they were, you know, like fucking I was pacing back and forth, right? Like to the point where like I looked pale.
I know.
You know, and as soon as the doctor came in, like you know, it was either, you know, like Cena's about to go to prison, or Cena's about to hug this motherfucker and invite this doctor to all the family functions, right? Like all the fucking family, like like this guy is getting a framed picture around my whole house. And he came back, man, and he goes, everything went well. Your daughter's gonna be fine. Like there's no issues, right? Her heart is better than a normal fucking heart, right? Like at that moment, like my nervous system shot the fuck out, right? Like, I'm still fucking recovering from that day, right? Like, you know, the doctor came up to me and was like, "Hey, bro, like, it's either you go home and you relax and you calm the fuck down, or I'm gonna check you in to a psych unit. Your decision, you know." And my 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 baby girl's back home with a crazy ass cold because my other nasty three children are you know what I mean, like nasty and don't wash themselves. Um, I'm afraid to hold my daughter because I feel like I might hold her the wrong way and she might be in pain. Whenever she cries or whenever she coughs, like I start like fucking panicking.
You think it has something to do with that?
Yes. You know what I mean? Like I
And you
can't
forget that she's a baby.
Yes. Like I look at her and if she makes a face, like I start panicking, like something might be wrong. You know what I mean? Like, but once again, like the men and women in the 12-step meetings called me and my wife and was like, "I'm coming. Don't give a fuck if you say no. We're gonna go get lunch." Because me and my wife didn't eat. Like we weren't eating, like we were just pacing back and forth. You know what's crazy, man? When I was in the hospital, you would hear code red, code red, code red, right? Like you were there.
Yeah, I remember.
Right? Like, and every single time that shit would happen, like I would fucking panic. I would panic. You know what I mean? Like it's that negativity that keeps me fucking like just like
Crippled.
You know what I mean? Like just fucking crippled. You know? And I'm just so grateful for the men and women in the 12-step fellowship. Right? Like if it wasn't for these individuals that suited up and showed up for me and my wife, like we would collapse. And I'm beyond grateful for my wife for being that fucking rock.
You're fucking strong,
Yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like when shit hits the fan, like I'm fucking woof, everywhere. This like bouncing off the wall, and she's just like, oh.
You know what? Me and my girl, we were going. She was taking me on a little staycation, right?
Yeah.
Spa date and all that shit. Yes. And we had got a phone call, right? And I'm gonna say this, and we got a phone call, and it was somebody that was calling because they wanted to wish me a happy birthday, and they got something for me, yada yada yada. He was trying to hunt me down because he wanted to call me and tell me that. And when she hung up, I was like, you know what? I told her, Red, me and you must have done something right in our life to have the people that we have in our life. You know what I'm saying? So for you always say, oh, I was a piece of shit. We were, but
100%.
we also must have done something right for you to have been blessed with somebody like Hollis in your life. Because we know behind every great man is a greater woman.
100%. 100%. Just fucking 1,000%, bro. Like that's just how it is.
You know, it's
Listen, listen. Realistically, I'm not perfect, right? Like, I have my bad moments. I have my bad days. You know, I tend to let work take over my life. I'm not officially. I've been officially, but I'm officially a fucking workaholic. You know what I mean? Like, my businesses, right? Like, I try to make it thrive and be the very best. And that takes me away from the people, right? That takes me away from the 12-step meetings, you know? I think after that first situation of like the fire, like I checked out, right?
Mhm.
Like I completely checked the fuck out because I was tired of going to these to the 12-step meetings and people, man, I understand what you're going through.
No, you
Like
don't.
I understand, like I get it,
Yeah.
man. I'm here for you. Like, bitch, you have my number and you have one. Yes, you know what I mean? Like you have, but it got to a point where I was just like, dog, like just like keep your distance away from me. Like those individuals that called me and checked up on me when I was in my fucking, you know, in the gutter are the individuals that I keep by my side, right? You know, like me and my wife joked around and was like, well, what if we got married again? Who is gonna be your, you know, like your top, your picks? Everyone in that in at that moment when we first got married, all my groomsmen are gonna be changed except for one because my you know my sponsor was there, and it's gonna be a whole different fucking people.
Is this breaking news?
It's been fucking great.
Breaking news? You guys are
Season one, episode one. Don't forget. Right?
Breaking news, they're gonna get remarried. We might even fucking have it live on the podcast.
Yeah, you never know. Well, in our 10 years, you know, renew our vows. You know, unless I don't fuck that up. But
Hey,
you know,
but you know what? It's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and I keep saying this, the simplicity of our program is we keep it simple. As long as we don't pick up,
100%.
everything will be okay.
You know, 100%. And I give my kids what I've never received.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And
Amen.
you know, my daughter, man, at that time, fuck that. My daughter still to this day gets whatever the fuck she wants. You know, that's I'm a little fucking chump. When she comes up to me and says, "Daddy, can I get this?" Absolutely. You want a tiger for your birthday? Fuck it, bro. We'll go get you a tiger. You know what I mean? Like, you know what's crazy? After this whole situation of like the fires, I took my daughter because I bought her a bunch of American Girl dolls and she loved it. She enjoyed it. And seeing that like taken away from her, like fucking brought like that shame, right? So I fucking took her to the mall. We went to American Girl doll. This fucking girl, bro. She got the whole fucking store. They had to fucking take the carts, right? Like when those big ass, you know, dolly carts, like two of them. And she was walking in front of me while I was fucking carrying, you know. She turned around and looked at me and goes, "Carry me." I said, "Absolutely, my love." You know what I mean? Like that shit brings me fucking joy. You know, I say this every morning to my daughter. I said, "My love, can you please give me a kiss?" She goes, "Why, Daddy? Your beard, you know, bothers me." I guess because I said because when you give me that kiss, like it brings so much energy into my life. Like you give me that energy, right? Like my kids, my wife gives me that energy to fucking keep pushing and keep moving, right? And that's just like my daughters mean the world to me. My son's got the shit end of the meat. I'll tell you that much. I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you.
No, you don't.
No, they don't. But,
no, they don't.
But listen.
But yes, Daddy's Girl, yes. Of course.
Oof. I already know that my life, I already have gray hairs and I'm like fucking 33 years old. I know by the time I reach fucking 40, I'm going to fucking be bald. Well, I mean, gray hairs, you know.
Wow, you're taking shots here, taking strays. Golly. Man. All right. Well, look at. You know how the show goes.
Absolutely.
All right. The very last question we ask, you know? And it's the name of the podcast is No Matter What. What does that mean to you? And obviously, I mean, if the viewers and listeners have not been listening, you've had No Matter What.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
No matter what, man. It's actually funny, man. When we first started, when we first thought about creating this podcast, like I was thinking of a lot of names to come up with, and I picked this name because like this name, the No Matter What podcast, the No Matter What. I don't give a fuck if you are in a crisis mode. I don't give a fuck if your nails are broken. I don't give a fuck if you just recently got into a car accident. I don't give a fuck if your wife divorced you, if your girlfriend cheated on you.
Oof, yeah.
If anything, right? Like, we don't pick up or use no matter what. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. Like, I have the like I like it's that's just how it is. Like, I don't find it necessary to pick up or use. Like, I can't, and I choose not to. So, like, we don't pick up or use no matter fucking what. Like, that's it. Like, that's my motto. I have it tatted on me. That shit is a meaningful fucking, quote that we hold on to. Because when shit gets rough, like, all we think about is sabotaging our life, right? And if we have the positive energy of like, hey, I don't care what you're going through, but you don't pick up or use no matter what, I'll see another day clean.
That's absolutely right. Sina, we waited a while.
Yeah.
We
After
waited
season
a
one,
while.
episode one.
We waited a while. It has been my honor and my privilege to sit down and interview you.
Absolutely.
I thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of friends. I really don't care. Because I would much rather have brothers. And stupid. And
ahead.
I consider you my brother.
Absolutely.
And I thank you.
Absolutely.
For everything. For you being you.
Yeah.
You're a great father. A great human being, husband. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be your friend, brother, and to interview you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you.
And do your stitch.
If you or your loved one, I was trying to like figure it out, but like, if you or your loved one are struggling, we have links down below. If you do not feel comfortable reaching out to those links or speaking to a person, feel free to comment down and we'll get back to you. Peace and love.